117 straight up to the south.
6 Delta with flight, roger. Princess, South 34, Quebec, 3, change approved, see ya.
Tower 6632 Julia, hold short 17 in sequence.
Gotcha, 6632 Julia, come back to the tower, hold short, runway 17.
We close traffic 32 Julia, hold short 17.
Thousand 2, 1003, 1004, 1005.
Up and locked.
35 Bravo, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17, 9635 Bravo.
That's the radio.
Bring your RPM back.
Okay, go for 290, 1 departure, approach arrival.
Alright, so get up on bearing line about 2 to 3 ship lengths away. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, push up onto bearing line.
But he's a little faster.
Oh, okay. Alright. I saw the throttle come back, so I was confused what you were doing. And 6 Golf Zulu, flight of 2 clear to the south, pre-change please.
Over 6 Golf Zulu, frequency approved, yep.
Yep, see you a little bit.
So that was the cross on the signal from number 3.
We'll do that. Number 35 Bravo, contact circle departure, bye.
Alright, thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later tonight, 9635 Bravo.
Traffic 9 o'clock level, south mile. Inside.
And Banger Flight, let's go ahead and go over to TAC 2, 13597.
Aero 444, hold short runway 17, direction departure. Hold short runway 17.
Did you switch over to 3597?
Oh, sure. 3595.
No, he wants you to switch to 35975.
She's up.
Very good. You did hear the call moving to attack 2, correct?
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Okay, just checking. And so that's all good. Ops check. What's our fuel status here, Phil? Leads 2.5 hours, all green.
2 is 2 hours, all green.
Very good. Looks pretty good so far. Come on in a little bit if you can, and I'm going to start a right turn once you're in. I'm going to slow down, sorry about that.
Aero 444, left down departure, 3 Golf East November.
538, copy that. Clear to target. There's 120.
This is 3 Julia, full position, verify you want to close traffic.
Yeah, close traffic, you can go ahead and not do it.
Roger, contact ground.
So on his plane, is it the outer aileron hinge point, or the to the spinner?
Outer aileron hinge to the spinner.
Yeah.
And then you should just barely be able to see some of the opposite elevator.
Here's subject to Central Lake Electric Tower, Fox 4610 for release.
When you get a chance, you can turn off the monitoring a tower.
A little acute on that.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that looks good to me. And then just glance over at the outboard aileron, or excuse me, elevator, and you should just barely see it, and that gives you your closeness. And from my perspective, that looks pretty good to me.
Oh, my trim works.
Good. Excellent.
That creates off the top.
But that was
the Echelon turn to the left.
a little sucked. Push it up. The closeness is fine. In fact, you're a little bit close, but just forward on the bearing line. There you go.
Looking good. Tucked right up in there.
Yep, perfect. The spinner's right on the horizon, and you're right on bearing line.
Very nice. 538, Division Alpha is on the fire now. They said give them a second or two, but you should answer on air ground 53. Rolling out in 3, 2, 1. Try some lazy 8s here. Down and to the left. Here we go. Up and to the right. This concept is going to continue avoiding firefighters. 538. Sounds like they're trying to get up you on airground 53.
Step it down just a little bit. There you go.
Trying to adjust for the sweat in my eye.
I could take the controls anytime if you
Down to the right, up and to the left. Dr. 127 air, court air attack on, brother. Hey, do you guys have a crew or is it just you? You guys have a crew or is it just you? Okay, I copy. And once you get to the fire, you'll see the water source. Quite a bit of hard out here. We're using the biggest one to the north.
Don't get wide.
Give me one shot. And just to let you know, air to ground comms are terrible, so just caution.
I've been hearing them.
So, yeah, it sounded like they switched up air to ground on them on the dispatch, so there's been some issues. We'll turn into you for a couple more lazy 8s and then we'll start breaking some rejoins.
Okay, 127, gotcha. I'll be number 2 behind you.
job, copy.
What's that?
Nice job using the prop when you need it. Good. When he goes downhill, he gets slick. Same thing with T-34s. They get real slick downhill.
Looking good. I'm going to turn us around to the east. We'll set up for some breakups and rejoins.
It'll suck.
Yeah. $1,001, $1,002, $1,003, $1,004, $1,005. Very good. 1,650 feet, 120 knots. Will be to the right.
We'll have to heal the fire, and then when it hits the road up top of the little ridge there, we're calling up the head. And watch the 7 at the top.
Nicely done. We'll bring us around to the west here.
Altitude was perfect. Bearing line recognition was very good. Speed was right on. It was just slightly greater than 180 degrees, and I think it just took us a little too long to get the bearing line. Other than that, that would have passed a check ride all day long.
All right. You got the Osprey off the left there?
It's not an Osprey.
Nope.
Traffic left 9 o'clock, no factor. It's turning to our 6 now.
I'll keep the turning coming back to the east then. Hold on a second, coming into you.
Why don't you turn left, please? Left turn. Just for that traffic. It's on our 6 going westbound. Sorry about that. If we'd have turned right, we would have turned right into that Cessna.
Is that, are you talking about the jetliner or?
Negative. Cessna now at your left, 8 o'clock, a little high, no factor.
Still a little close to the border and offshore.
Yeah, that's okay. He climbed, so that helped us out.
Good. Helicopter 538, 127 air attack on rudder. It's all you guys. Thanks for the help. We'll be outbound back to San Bernardino.
And 127. Do another one just like the last one, just get the bearing line a little bit quicker.
Drop it. You got guys all in Yak-52. Yeah, so you but I see you wanted you guys to continue.
To the left.
So you want me to drop mine back on the lake? Okay, right, been having a real hard time with consistent comms, so I've just been hitting the head if there's no one on it, and there has been, I've just been going around again and trying. Yeah, it is. I think I'm carrying a little bit more water than you are, so dropping them with those guys that close is a little bit. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a little puckering, and it looks like there's everyone. People at the top right now, so you're so long to get there. Go in orbit a little bit north of the fire here.
Almost seemed like you slowed down a little bit. I was a little slow there. Do one more and then we'll swap leads.
You were doing about 100 to 105 knots at the beginning of the rejoin and slow to bearing line. If we'd sped up a little bit, for a little bit of closure, and if we'd gotten out on bearing line quicker, that would have been pretty good. We got a little bit low, so watch the horizon, but other than that, it was perfectly safe.
753, you calling on the rotor?
Negative, I was on air to ground with you.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much work left that we could be effective on.
I'm tending to agree with you here. Looks like the party was over before I got here.
Okay, copy.
Okay, I've got the controls.
Got the controls.
I've got the controls.
Alright. Temps are okay, a little on the red, but fine. Let's drop up to 80 for you. About 90 minutes of fuel.
Banger flight check, Banger 1, 90 minutes, all green.
And Banger 2. It's all green.
Alright, bring it in. And 1 Bravo's got the controls. How many potatoes do we have now?
6 potatoes, 80%.
Okay.
You want a little more in the prop?
Nope, that's fine. Coming right. Watch the 7, department outside for the You can set 70% if you want to, just to save on gas while we're lead. It's up to you.
You want 70 on the manifold?
I don't care what. If you want to save a little bit of gas, you can. I don't care. No, not the throttle. Not the throttle.
Just adjusting,
RPM.
adjusting the friction here.
Just forget it. It's fine.
That too tight for you?
Nope, it's fine.
Good.
I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it right where it's at.
Yeah, I'll bring it back 70 to see what it does on the RPMs.
Probably 70%, 65 potatoes will probably give you about 120, and that will save you a little bit of gas.
Okay, there's 70 on the RPM and you're at 6 potatoes manifold pressure.
Let's go like 6.5.
Alright.
That should give us, that with the lower RPM, that just saves you a little bit of gas.
Alright, there's 6.5 potatoes and 70 on the RPM. Alright, it's showing about 113 knots.
Lazy 8's down and left. Got that right? Sounding right. And up and left. Looking good.
About 112, 113 knots.
Choose them. Push up the throttle just a few potatoes, a little fraction of a potato.
110 knots, there comes a little goose.
Just a little bit. I'm also climbing just slightly, so that's not helping the matter. What are you showing in the front cockpit right now, speed-wise?
118 knots.
Okay, all right. This is showing 230 in the back, so I think they're just a little bit off.
Yeah, 230 in the front here.
Okay, all right.
Now you're about 124 knots.
Okay, all right. Good, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, 230 clicks, about 123 knots.
Cruise in.
The temperatures are good. Yeah, it's pretty comfortable at 70%.
Yeah, and it saves gas. And that ensures that you never jack over your wingman, particularly in a yak. If you're at 70% RPM, you can't screw anybody.
Dash 2 Bravo's flying. I'm going to try one of these just for the heck of it. And cruise in.
By the time I turned my head around, he was already on bearing line.
It looks like a Coast Guard boat right below us. One more, I'll give it back to Alpha here. Dash 2 Alpha's got the plane.